him now, he may be thinking he knows something. Do you understand that now? These are issues that goes on in the heart all the time. All the time. Now, why does pride hinder a man from knowing God? That's the reason why we are dealing with it. Why does he hinder a man from knowing God? Number one, I wanted you to highlight, he said, God resists the proud. That if people are coming from afar, when God sees a humble man coming, what does the Bible say God does to the humble? God has respect. I don't understand how to express it. That God has respect for the humble. God, no, in fact, the way the Bible put it makes me always, because that's not the only place where you say God has regard. God has respect. Even when you go to Psalm, I think Isaiah 57 or 59, he again spoke about how God treats the humble with respect. The contrite and the broken spirit, God regards them. Which means when a man is coming and is humble, and I'm telling you that humility simply means he has not an exaggerated sense of himself. He has acknowledged his emptiness, because everything he has does not originate from him. A humble man knows that there's nothing that I know today, that it is not because somebody somewhere had put it into me, so I cannot boast about it. And that whatever gift, whatever grace I have, it comes from God. I have nothing with which to boast. And even if anybody were to push me down, they have not done me any evil, because honestly speaking, who am I that should not be pushed down? Do you understand that now? When God sees a man who is humble in himself, God is attracted to him. God is willing to assist him. God is willing to give him grace to be able to do much more than he could have ever done by himself. But when God sees the proud, what does God do to the proud? God resists him. In fact, as it's coming like this, God just say, resist him. Now, imagine God resisting a man who can assist him. And that's what pride does. And God may have been working with you for several months and years. The moment pride shows up, immediately, not 5 minutes after, God also turns against you. Because pride challenges God to his face. Pride claims independence. Pride asserts its importance outside what God has provided. Do you understand what we are talking about? So, those passages, as we keep reading it, he said, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, he will draw near to you. Verse 10. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and what will God do? He will exalt you. Please help me search. I don't know whether it's in Matthew 23, where he says, he who exalts himself shall be brought low, shall be abased. But he who humbles himself, God will lift him up in due season. Please let me check. It will be an important passage, because pride blocks a man from hearing from God. It blocks a man from receiving from God, because pride is a presumption. A proud man is presumptuous. All right, please read it for me. Read it, sir.
Say, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. That's King James.
Yes. Is that verse 12?
Yes.
That's what it is. Whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. And I want you to know that in every case of pride, what is it? It's a self-exaltation. Sometimes you don't talk about it. It manifests itself in how do you know, when you are snobbish. Am I using the right word? You can be snobbish. Somebody is greeting you. You know, do you know immediately you do that? If you look at your shoulder, what has happened to it? It's a little higher than normal. All the time. Because it is not outside. Pride is not on the face. Oh. It's usually, you know, a dynamic inside. As soon as you see him come, it's a distance and he thinks, it's not worth my greeting. Or sometimes, pride simply just want to, you know, sometimes pride does not show as if he's exalting himself. But you know what he does? He downgrades others. You are not getting what I'm talking about. He is not acting as if he's proud. But it's a manifestation of pride that seeks to do what? To downgrade others. So as to appear to be the most important. We can be talking here and say, well, you know, a brother just finished saying something and things are good. And we seem to be you sense that the way people are beginning to listen to this brother, or the way they are beginning to greet him, they are beginning to regard him as somebody who is important and is not you. Then you may spring up with a story. Say, we really thank God for the way things are happening. When Afikile was still struggling, you know, when he was still struggling and he does not even really know his left from his right, I remember sitting with him for an all night of counseling, trying to sort him out. You know, and I just really thank God the way he started coming up now. I'm happy that several of you are beginning to clap for him. You say that, what has they done? Who knows what is manifesting there? That's pride. Pride wants to always assert his self-importance. And if he sees anybody that seems to be coming close, what does he do quickly? He brings him down. He tells a story that will make everybody say, so it's like that. And he has finished him. And he may still be doing it lovingly. You think it's lovingly. It's a lie. There's some matter in the heart. And it's deliberate. So when God sees a man who is using the grace of God, who is using the gift of God, who is using the wisdom of God, who is using God's provision to assert and exalt himself, what does God do to him? He hates him. He hates him. And you know, natural thing that a human being likes to do. Yeah. How are you? Good. So he has come to greet me. So go to mommy. That's good. So when God sees a man who exploits his grace to oppress someone else, who exploits the gift of God to make himself somehow or somewhat important, or who utilizes divine privileges to become his personal credential, these are all quiet manifestation of what? Of pride. And God hates it. I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about now. Now, a proud man cannot get so much from God. Because you won't know that it's pride. That when they said, shall we open our Bibles to John 3:16? Something you say, what is in John 3:16 that you want to talk about? If it doesn't have a message, let him go sit down. So you may never even open the Bible. What do you think is manifesting there? It's a quiet pride. Spiritual pride. We know it. We know it. Sometimes pride manifests itself with an eagerness always to say something. Do you know there are people that cannot keep quiet? Because something in them says, if you don't talk now, people will not know you are around. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And yet, when I say like that, we think that being quiet is a sign of humility. And there are yet others that they will keep quiet like this just for one purpose. It's not because they don't want to talk. It's simply because they are afraid of anybody finding fault with what they say. Maybe they won't speak good English. Say, I don't want to disgrace myself here. Now, every time you don't want to disgrace yourself, what is that place? It's pride. I'm sorry, am I confusing you? So, you see, when we're talking about pride, that's why only God is sitting in the heart. He said, why don't you want to be disgraced? Why do you want to conceal your ignorance? Why do you hate anybody laughing at you? So when God sees that kind of heart, he knows that now here is a man that I cannot use for a long time. Because whatever I give him, if it is positive, he will boast about it. If it's negative, he will hide it. He's the same man. Pride, that's how it manifests. So, as we're looking at the matter of humility, we have to talk about pride because the only way to understand humility is to be able to understand what is not humility. Do you understand that now? Humility is not necessarily being stupid. Humility is not necessarily that he is quiet. Humility is a